Keur Madiabel is moving forward, but behind this transformation an essential question arises. How can we structure, organize, and unlock the full local economic potential? Since 2023, with eGOX, the municipality is no longer content with just managing. It understands, anticipates, and decides. Today, the data speaks. The territory reveals itself. And this new vision allows us to go further, toward a strong ambition, structuring a genuine local economy. The mayor of Keur Madiabel explains.
My name is. I am the mayor of the commune of Keur Madiabel. I was installed in March 2022 and quickly noticed a number of problems with municipal taxes. The first issue I faced was related to identifying taxpayers. I had no idea how many taxpayers there were, their profile, their location within the commune, or the revenue they could generate. In general, I had no data, no information. On the collection side, I had no visibility. The number of collectors could vary from one day to the next without my knowledge. I had no information on the perimeter assigned to each collector, and I couldn't provide them with the terms of reference. At the end of the collection process, nothing could prove to me that the money collected was fully handed over to the accounting supervisor. These difficulties created a trust deficit between the mayor's office and the taxpayers. So, all these problems of transparency, trust, and information control existed before eGOX was implemented. After identifying the difficulties, we submitted them to our partner, Pulsar Group. The involvement of Mr. Abdou Fall reassured me. I thought this task was extremely impossible to accomplish, but in a relatively short time, he came back with the solution. This solution allowed us to solve all the problems I mentioned earlier, created better information control, built trust between the town hall and taxpayers, and improved collection management. So, eGOX has truly allowed us to make a huge leap in what we now call information control and revenue collection. Looking at the figures, particularly our administrative records, specifically the administrative account, which is a governance and financial management tool, the results are remarkable. When I compare the administrative accounts of 2021 and even 2022 with that of 2024, in just 2 years, our budget revenues have increased from approximately 140 million to nearly 255 million CFA francs. The impact of eGOX is visible at this level. We now have much more concrete commitment from collectors. Keur Madiabel, I believe, is moving toward a budget in 2026 that may far exceed 350 million. This is more powerful than the numbers themselves because it represents a change in mindset, a change in direction. For me, that is the most important appreciation I have made regarding the impact of eGOX in the commune of Keur Madiabel. Thanks to eGOX, Keur Madiabel has changed its perspective. Why have we changed our perspective? Because today, we know who produces, we know how much we produce, and we also know where our strengths lie. That is why we can make choices. In Keur Madiabel, thanks to eGOX, we have identified over 150 carpenters, about 30 aluminum joiners, about 10 upholsterers. For tailors, we have identified 128 tailoring workshops, each with at least 3 machines. 17 women's processing groups across several value chains. 40 peanut shelling units with no fewer than 80 machines, with a processing capacity of 40 tons of peanuts per day. So we have reflected on value chains for cereal processing, for processing peanuts into oil and cake, or into peanut paste, and even transforming peanut shells into charcoal. This is what justified our commitment to moving toward a real economy, a living economy that moves beyond the informal sector and is ready to grow. That is why we created the Economic Development Zone, covering 9 hectares. In terms of equipment, roads, and infrastructure, it will likely require financing of around 1.5 billion CFA francs. And in terms of employment, we are looking at no fewer than 4,000 jobs, including restaurant workers, market vendors, weekly market activities, and artisans in general. So, this is what eGOX has allowed us to achieve today. Beyond revenue mobilization and digitalization, eGOX has enabled us to make the right decisions. It is an excellent decision support tool for transforming informal information into actionable economic intelligence.
In 2026, at GITEX Africa in Marrakesh, the innovation developed by Pulsar Technologies was recognized among the best. A major acknowledgement that confirms the impact of a GovTech innovation. eGOX, a solution designed to modernize local governance, strengthen transparency, and sustainably transform territories.